Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another King Arthur video. Today we're going to be talking about some beginner tips. So it's not going to be a full beginner guide, just kind of talking about a couple tips that I think are important that if you just started the game, you may not know how that works. So let's talk about it. Okay, so very first thing is you got a bunch of heroes, and all these heroes have different weapons. The weapons change the affinity. So when you do skill ups as well, it only works for that weapon. If you want to change affinities, so you want to be strong, right? So you got red beats green, green beats blue, blue beats red. Kind of the same Pokemon layout there for affinities. Again, these are all separate, so you have to level all of these up, and it's extremely expensive to level these up. So at the very last one, you need 9 copies of a hero if you're trying to use hero skill ups. You may want to save those because there is supposed to be an ascension system that was in the game in betas. It's not unlocked yet. At least according to some people who are further in the game. Eventually, you're going to be able to use your hero copies, which are these 4 over here. I got 4 waiting. Just don't use those quite yet. There should be an ascension system coming because it says right here, used as a material to transcend. I don't know why it says Arthur there. I have a feeling that should say anguish, but I'm holding on to these. I'm not using them yet. I am using them for uncommon. So I did use some copies to level up my uncommon here. So that's probably fine. I was so unlucky. I only wanted 2 in here, and I had to fully book this hero, fully skill up this hero just to get these 2. As I said, the very last one cost 90 of these. 90 of these. So they're very expensive to skill up. You can also farm them other ways. There's a couple different ways to do it, but I just want to point that out. So be careful with these. Don't use these for rares and legendaries. You can use them for uncommons for skill ups, but I'd wait until the ascension system because you should be able to get some nice power from ascending your heroes. So that's that. Now, okay, I want to talk about the Vigor system. It's a little bit different in this game than other games. So basically what happens is you have the Vigor cost of these skills right here, 4, okay? You have a shared Vigor bar that goes up to 5. Every single turn, every hero's turn, you'll get 1 Vigor unless you have equipment on it that gives you Vigor. You'll see it. I don't know if I can find it really quickly, but it'll say like Vigor in here, and you'll get Vigor. It'll be like 0.5 Vigor, for example, and you'll get 0.5 Vigor. I guess I can show you this way. If I go here, I should have one in here. I guess I can just go to the filter. If you didn't know, there's a filter in here. So here's the filter. If you click right here and drag to the right, there's an entire new filter that probably a lot of people don't even know about. So if you go here, you can see there's a Vigor, charge Vigor, okay? So this right here, so say I have this. This means that every time this hero goes, I'll get an additional 0.3 on my bar. So normally you only get 1. This will give me 1.3 when this hero takes a turn. So that's kind of a cool, but that's how the Vigor system. Now, in the very beginning, when you don't have a lot of skill ups, legendaries are not going to be quite as strong as some of the other heroes. Unless you're turning off their skills. So, for example, this hero right here, Guinevere is really good. You can actually get her totally free to play. You can buy her with shards from the shop. I'll show you that in a minute, but let's go through the Vigor system first. This, for example, okay? I would disable this. This is 5 Vigor. This is your entire Vigor bar, right? And you can see I can't change the amount of Vigor on this. So when I skill her up, this never goes down to 4. If you look at like a rare or an uncommon, their ultimates have a totally different Vigor cost. Look at this, only 3 Vigor costs for an uncommon. And then if we go to a rare, 4 Vigor cost. So the uncommons and the rares are going to be a lot better early game, and even some of them are even better late game, right? Because as I said that when I'm looking at Guinevere, you cannot reduce the cost of this, okay? Look at it. There's no way to go down to -1 Vigor. Some legendary heroes do have it, some don't. Again, this one is always 3 Vigor. So when you're doing this, you can turn off the skills. I'll show you that, and you're going to want to do that, especially if you're using legendaries. But there is like an AI system in here. That'll be my next tip after this one. I just want to finish the Vigor system. But yeah, so that's basically everything for Vigor. You're going to want to use the AI to reduce the amount of Vigor you're using, or you just want a manual because you're going to use all 5 bars of your Vigor when you use an ability like this. So what I do is I turn on only these 2 abilities for her. And another like tip while I'm in here is some of the healers, for example, like this skill right here is 3 vigor and the heal isn't really that bad. So a lot of times I'm just going to only turn on her A1. And I also like putting my healers in a counterattack set. So 15% of the time when they get hit, they're going to attack again, and that's going to give them another heal. So I do like that for healers and supports. I really love the counterattack set. One of my favorite sets in the game, honestly. So that's a big tip for healers, is a lot of times I just turn off their skills, just straight up turn their skills off. So let me show you the AI system in the game and how that works, because it's kind of related to the vigor as well. So recently I've been trying to get 7 down. This is the team I'm using. So it's really easy to switch your weapons. All you do is click right there and just click their weapons. It's really nice. So if you have all of the weapons, you can easily swap them between heroes and change the total affinity of the hero. So I really like that weapon system. It's pretty fun. Give me a minute to go through this loading screen. And here we go. So you have the you have the auto function right here. You can turn it on and off. And then if you click the settings button in the very top right, you can go to skill order settings, and this is how you turn skills on and off. So if I want to force the A2 for this hero, I click it and it's going to force this one, and then secondary is going to use this one. I think it'll only use this number 2 if it doesn't have enough vigor to use number 1. So that's kind of annoying, because sometimes if it's a buff, a hero will just buff every turn, even though it's a 2-turn buff. So the AI is not very intelligent in this game. I wish there was like an asterisk or something that you could like have it only use it one time, or like when the buffs wear out, then have it use it again. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Now, again, what I was saying for healers is a lot of times I'll only use the A1, especially if they're legendary healers. If they're rare heroes, you can see like this healer down here, look at her A2 is only 1 vigor with skill ups, you know what I mean? Versus 3. And hers is a full AoE heal, and hers is only a single heal. So it's kind of insane sometimes the difference between, you know, rare and legendary healers, because I really don't think legendaries are that amazing in this game. Obviously, they got better stats, but some of them you're just not even going to use the ultimate skill at all. Okay, so here's what I use. He's using his A1 always. She's going to use her A2 basically always, because it's only 1 vigor. So the only reason she's going to use the A1 again is if she doesn't have enough vigor to use it. So that's kind of weird, but that is the AI system in this game. It's very cool to have that option. It's not perfect, but on auto it helps, because you are a lot stronger in this game when you manual because of that vigor system. I mean, if a legendary uses an ultimate, all your vigor for the whole team is gone for 5 turns. So you got to be very careful with that vigor system. I think it's a little bit limiting in the facts of being auto. I think they need more options in the auto menu, because there's also like no way to target a boss, for example. So in some of the auto runs, when I'm fighting like these sharks, they multiply into 100 sharks, and the AI will attack the sharks that aren't real, and we'll never be able to beat the stage. So kind of annoying there, but that is going to be a huge tip. AI, vigor system, all of that, and really focus on the rares especially in the early game. I mean, this what's his name? Anguish. This dude is an absolute monster. He hits so hard with this last ability here. Another kind of annoying thing is they don't show the damage multiplier here. A lot of times, like, I want to know if the damage multiplier is higher on the A2 or the A3. Say I have enough vigor to use both. I don't know which ability does more damage. It doesn't say anywhere, because sometimes you'll have like an AoE ability versus a single target. And without the damage multiplier, I don't know how hard the ability hits. I really hope they add damage multipliers. I don't know why any game would ever hide the damage multipliers, because that's like how you choose whether to use a hero or not, right? If he's got poop multipliers, I don't want to use them. Because usually you can just take his base attack times the multiplier, and that'll give you, you know, roughly what the average damage is going to be. So you can compare different heroes that way. They hide that information here. Not sure why. A couple other beginner tips is you really want to save your gold in this game. Gold is extremely hard to get. If you want to level up a 4-star piece up to max level, I mean, you could spend 100 million gold and you only get like 1 million gold like ever in your life. So there's a big problem with gold right now. I really hope they fix it. But like this ring right here, I spent 5 million gold to go from 9 to 10 on this ring, and it's only a 4-star ring. You can go up to 6-star. I spent literally 5 million gold just going from 9 to 10. When you roll, there's no like pity system for rolls. I don't think. Yeah. So it says right here, basically, it's not a guarantee. It says 30%. I spent 5 million gold. I did 100 rolls into this, and I couldn't get it even to 11. I was trying to finish this out because attack speed is really strong in this game. Let me talk about a couple stats that are very strong, and then we'll end this beginner tips. I'll do a couple of these videos, but this will be it for today. This stat, attack speed, is just speed. So if you're in any other game, this is called speed, and this overall means you're going to get more turns. Your turn meter is going to move faster. That's what this number is. It's not attack speed. Obviously, it's not like an idle game where you're attacking like every 1 second and attack speed helps you. This is a fully turn-based game. So this is basically just speed. I kind of wish they would just name this speed instead of attack speed. There's another confusion with effect accuracy versus accuracy. It's the opposite in this game that it is in every other game. So effect accuracy is like accuracy in most games, and it counters resistance. Accuracy in this game is like hit rating. So do I have accuracy? That's still effect accuracy. Regular accuracy is like hit rating, and it stops, what is it called, evasion in this game? Hold on, let me bring my spreadsheet. I wrote it down because I was counters evasion. Yeah, so accuracy is basically hit rating in this game. Effect accuracy is actual accuracy. Okay, so this lands debuffs. Accuracy means you can miss a hit, but if you have enough effect accuracy, even if you miss the hit, you'll still land the debuff. So totally different stats. I wanted to go over that because it's kind of confusing for players. You have different stats that, like, you have accuracy and accuracy, right? So one of them is just straight up accuracy, which affects your chance to hit. And then the other one is effect accuracy, which is your chance to land debuffs. That's very important. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. What was it? Oh, final tip. If you have not played a lot of turn-based gacha games, I've been focusing mostly on idle games just because I got a kid now. I work full-time, don't have a lot of time. So I've been doing a lot of idle games. Don't forget you can retry the story mode, right? You can farm story, and it's actually better than farming dungeons. So, for example, I love this counterattack set. I'm sorry, we're in the resistance one. I used to be in the counterattack one. Okay, so I love this counterattack set. So if I want to farm the rings, which is the only slot that rolls speed, I will farm this for a while. And they have this really nice repeat battle system in this game. Thankfully, they don't limit it to money. They don't limit it to 30 tries a day or whatever. They just give you the repeat battle system, and you can use it however you want. I love that. I love that, love that, love that. But don't forget to farm gear in the campaign, in this story. This is where you're going to farm gear. You can literally ignore the gear dungeon for a long time because it only has the 4-piece sets, first of all, and they're the bad sets. You can farm all the 2-piece sets and specific pieces for the ones you want, and you can still farm 4-star pieces here. So, you know, I'm only in chapter 9, so this isn't even hard. This is still easy or normal, whatever they call it. But you can farm the gear specifically in the campaign, and this is the best thing you can do because it gives you a lot of experience, which is hard to get in this game, and it gives you a lot of experience for your relics, which is your weapons. So definitely you're going to be spending a lot of time farming in the chapter. It's obvious for some people, but it's not going to be obvious for everyone, so I wanted to mention it. But okay, so that was my first beginner tips video. I will make some more of these videos, but this is kind of all the things that I think are extremely important to know in the beginning. Save your gold. Start with someone like Anguish, or even Arthur is a good rare hero. Don't invest super heavily into the legendaries in the very beginning, because also the legendaries are expensive to level. It's totally different cost for like, it's 740 experience pots to go 20 to 30 on a rare, but it's only 590 on an uncommon. I haven't charted all of these, but I'm assuming legendary is even higher. So legendary might be double the cost to level up as an uncommon. And for the evolution mats, you can see it's kind of the same. Uncommons are only 3, rares are 5, and legendaries are 10. So it's a lot more investment to get the legendaries up, and honestly, they're not that much stronger. There is a couple legendaries that are very strong, But other than that, you're really going to want to focus on those rares and even some uncommons. So, okay, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys. Oh, I'm going on vacation, so you won't see a lot of videos on the channel the next couple days. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.